Recorded Books presents a Griot audio production, Heist by Kiki Swinson and Anisha Diamond. This unabridged recording is narrated by actors from the Recorded Books Repertory Company. This compilation is copyrighted 2010 by Kensington Publishing Corporation. This recording is copyrighted 2010 by Recorded Books, producer and publisher of Griot Audio, celebrating the best in contemporary African-American fiction and nonfiction. And now, the first novella in this compilation, The Ultimate Heist by Kiki Swinson, narrated by Beresford Bennett as the voice of Todd and Celeste Graham as Shannon.
Todd. Crash! Bang! What the fuck? I was out of bed and on my feet with one big jump when I heard the sounds of crashing glass and wood smashing. I immediately started searching the side of my bed for my ratchet. I felt down around on the floor in the place I usually kept it. Nothing. Fuck! I cursed as the sounds grew louder and louder. Shannon had moved my shit. I told her not to ever move my shit without telling me. She was always so worried about guns being around little Todd. What the fuck? I exclaimed, as I heard feet thundering in my direction. My heart pounded through my wife beater like the shit was going to jump loose of my chest bones. My mind was not foggy with sleep anymore. I was wide awake and on alert. I didn't know if it was jealous motherfuckers from the hood or those hating-ass 5-0 bastards who had a vendetta against me, banging up my fucking mini-mansion doors. The shit sounded like a fucking earthquake was happening right there in my crib. At first, I didn't hear them say, police. But as soon as I was facing down the end of an MP5, I knew what the fuck was up. Get on the floor. Get the fuck on the floor. Those commands were very familiar. I put my hands up, folded them behind my head, and assumed the position. I was pushed down to the floor roughly, and about 5 of those bastards dropped knees in my back and legs. My arms were yanked behind my back, and I was cuffed and made to lie face down on my own fucking floor. Those fucking pigs were swarming my crib like flies around a pile of freshly dropped shit. It seemed like there were 1,000,000 of them. All of them against just me. Punk bitches, I grumbled under my breath. I recognized one of them, a big-headed white boy who thought he was the shit. A snake motherfucker named LeBecky. He was the sergeant of the Norfolk Police Department's narcotics and gun unit, and he hated my ass. Take out that wall. Tear this fucking place up until we find some shit. I heard that bastard yell as he looked down at me and smiled. I closed my eyes when I heard them axing down walls and cabinets. Didn't they fucking know they could have just opened that shit up? My mind was racing, and I immediately hoped that Shannon didn't walk in on this shit with little Todd. I lay there face down, knowing right away that somebody in my camp had snitched. I knew my gun-running shit and 5-0 radar were airtight. There was no fucking way they could have known about my operation unless somebody told them. It had been 3 years since I had done my last bid on a drug charge, and when I got home, I had gone into a different line of work. Before I got knocked on the trumped-up drug charges, I was one of the biggest kingpins in the Norfolk area. I had all of Tidewater on lock, and I was bringing in at least $50,000 a week. Almost all of the trap boys in the area were employed by me. I ran a tight ship, and the narcos found it hard to get my ass. The cops who arrested me the last time weren't gonna rest until they got my ass. I had beat so many charges because of my high-paid attorney, and those fucking pigs were mad as hell. So when they finally got me on some old caught-slipping shit, they was happy as hell. When I came home, I promised my wife I was leaving the drug game behind me. The money, the bitches, and the fucking 5-0 too. I knew she was tired of riding with me through all this bullshit, so I told her I was going legit, and that is exactly what I did. At first, I opened my own short-distance trucking company. That shit was all good, but it wasn't enough money for me. Shannon was used to living a certain lifestyle, and I was going to provide it. I got into the gun-running shit by coincidence, and it was all up from there. I was bringing in cake, and my wife and kid were fucking happy.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?